How's everybody doing here tonight on that show? All right, we are kind of loaded today. We're starting to get loaded up again. Thank God. After last week was very quiet. Let's go to NFL and then we'll move ourselves around, ladies and gentlemen, on this day. Here we go. So NFL, man, they're saying that Orlando Brown is looking for $25 million a year. He's still a free agent. The Chiefs are trying to sign him again, but he's asking for a shit ton of money, man. It's Orlando Brown. According to Matt Verdama, I don't know how the hell you say his name. But yeah, man. It says the Chiefs are willing to give Orlando Brown a top left tackle deal, but aren't willing to completely reset the market at left tackle position. All right, so yeah, man, we'll see. That would be the most expensive, probably, left tackle in history if you're making $25 million a year. That's crazy, man. We'll see how they do that one, man. Agent Hutchinson is heavy favorite to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, according to Bodog. Bodog is like a betting site, I guess. You get a lot of it lately. I've been seeing a lot. So Aiden Hutchinson, the defensive player from Michigan. All right, we'll see what else. The Bears made a trade today. They got N'Keal Harry, the wide receiver from the Patriots. So I believe it was sort of 2024 7th-round pick. So nice little trade right there for the Bears, man. Nice little trade for the Bears. Now their team is now Justin Fields is the quarterback, David Montgomery running back, wide receiver Darnell Mooney, newly acquired from the Patriots, N'Keal Harry, Velus Jones, Byron Pringle, and their tight end is Cole Mankement. All right, not a lot of household. Yeah, man, I don't know. Outside of David Montgomery, Justin Fields, not a lot of households name on there, but we'll see what that new coach they got. We'll see how they do with the Bears. They're saying that Deshaun Watson's suspension might only be 4 to 6 weeks. Oh man, they might get some backlash on that shit, man. This is being reported by Tony Rizzo. He's reporting. I think he says that he's a Cleveland reporter. He's saying, "I'm hearing Deshaun Watson could be facing a 4 to 6 game suspension." Wow, that everybody thinking it's gonna be the whole fucking season. It might only be like the first month. We'll see what happens, man. Report Le'Veon Bell confirms he won't be playing football in 2022 as he intends to focus on boxing. Le'Veon Bell he's gonna fight Adrian Peterson, an event coming up, I believe July 30th in Los Angeles. I believe that pay-per-view is gonna be headlined by YouTubers. I believe it's Austin McBroom and Gibby, whatever fuck. I think he fought Jake Paul and he lost to Jake Paul. Gibbs, I think his name is Gibbs. So yeah, Austin McBroom versus Gibbs. So it's a YouTuber event, but I guess they squash it in there. Le'Veon Bell versus Adrian Peterson. It's like the co-main event with the YouTubers, Austin McBroom and Gibbs. So we'll see how that goes. So Le'Veon Bell maybe try to try to get into boxing now. You got to see a lot of these celebrity boxing things, man. I think the Jake Paul, man, he gives a lot of money to these guys to fight. So I think he just wants fucking famous people to be on the card, so it gets more pay-per-view buys, I guess. I don't know. But Le'Veon Bell will not be participating, I guess, and at least for this season, he's focused more on boxing. Rob Gronkowski says he's done with football even if Tom Brady tries to call him to convince him, according to Mike Reese. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, man. He did take longer to retire this time around. I think last time he retired right away, like in February, March, where now he took into the summer to retire. So he did think of it more this time, it seems like. So he might be more sure. We'll see what happens. Texans got new uniforms. It's these red uniforms. You guys can see it. These new red uniforms by the Houston Texans. I think they're gonna wear them at least one game. I think November 3rd versus the Eagles. They might wear them though, but looking pretty damn good, man. Those new uniforms by the damn Texans. I don't know if it's gonna be all red or if they're just gonna wear the. They do have I believe they do have all red uniforms. So I don't know if they're going to be wearing everything red or if it's just going to be the helmets. They're going to be wearing maybe the blues or the jerseys or the white jerseys. We'll see. But yeah, those uniforms looking pretty damn good. They kind of remind me of a little bit of the Louisville helmets, but whatever. They look cool. There's more news according John Cam on the whole Commanders. Bum 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 bum. We are Commanders. Dot 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 dot. The House Committee on Oversight and Reform accepted Washington Commanders owner Dan Snyder's offer to testify via video conference on July 28th, but he said he could not do it voluntarily as his attorney had requested. All right, it's all about the allegations with the woman and shit like that. They're trying to take this. They're trying to force him to sell a team. So we'll see what happens with all that stuff. Matthew Berry, like I said, he's leaving ESPN on Friday. The final show for Matthew Berry, revisiting countless memories during an epic run. Yeah, so shout out to Matthew Berry, man. He's the guy that does all the fantasy stuff for NFL. Las Vegas judge ruled Tuesday that blood alcohol tests are permitted as evidence in the case former Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs. Ruggs has been accused of driving 155 miles per hour while drunk, causing a crash that killed 23-year-old Tina Tyner. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to guess this guy's going to go for jail at least for a good 20, 30 years, if not his whole life. We'll see how that goes, man. But yeah, whatever. It's reported Steve Levy, Louis Riddick, Dan Orlovsky, along with Laura Roculo on the sideline. Jesus Christ. Will broadcast multiple NFL games. Yeah, so I think they're going to add more Monday Night Football games. They're going to do, I believe they're going to do up to 3 doubleheaders this year. So I think it's the second week they got a doubleheader. So they're doing a bunch of doubleheaders. So they're going to use Steve Levy, Louis Riddick, and Dan Orlovsky. They're going to be doing the second games of these doubleheaders. Obviously, the first games are going to be Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. But Louis Riddick, Steve Levy, and Dan Orlovsky will be doing the second games. So yeah, I'm hearing around 2 or 3 doubleheaders this year. So we'll see how that goes. Panthers are having an open competition between Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold, according to the general manager. All right, of course, that's kind of obvious. I thought they're going to have an open quarterback competition between Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. I think that's pretty damn obvious. Let's see here, more news. Yeah, according to Scott Fitter, there will be an open quarterback competition. Okay. All right, yeah, a lot of NFL news actually today on a Tuesday. But let's move on to the NBA. The Milwaukee Bucks' Pat Covington has agreed on a 3-year, $28 million extension with player option. All right, so Pat Covington to go back to Milwaukee for 3 years, $28 million. Congratulations to Pat Covington. And also more Milwaukee Bucks news. Chris Middleton undergoing surgery to repair a ligament in his left wrist. I think he had a leg injury in the playoffs. Now they're saying he's got a ligament in his wrist. All right, hopefully he can come back on time, man. Middleton underwent surgery to repair a torn ligament in his left wrist in early July and is expected to be fully recovered to return sometime near the start of the regular season, according to Tim Bontemps. All right, hopefully, man, he can come back and play for the start. And the Jazz are listening to trade offers for Donovan Mitchell, man. Jesus Christ. The Jazz general manager Justin Seeke told reporters in a recent interview, change is inevitable in the NBA. Things involved in the NBA, so I couldn't sit here and say anybody is untouchable. There's no intent there to trade Mitchell at all. The Jazz are open to trades across the entire roster too, but Mitchell certainly the organization's most valuable coveted asset. After previously shutting down inquiry on moving All-Star guard Donovan Mitchell, rival teams say the Utah Jazz are showing a willingness to listen to possible offers. The asking price appears to be steep, but in week of Utah's Rudy Gobert blockbuster deal to Minnesota, the Jazz are no longer simply this. Yeah, they got I believe 5 first rounders for fucking Rudy Gobert. So I don't blame him at all for at least shopping around Donovan Mitchell, man. But yeah, that's about it, man, for the NBA. That's about it. Let's get into the damn MLB, ladies and gentlemen. They interviewed Anderson, I beg you, Jesus Christ, the general manager from the Mets, and he said, yeah, we're for sure looking for another bat and also some bullpen help. So we'll see. Right away, the two names you're hearing is Josh Bell and Nelson Cruz. We'll see if they get into it, man. Nelson Cruz probably going to be a little bit. Sandy Alderson is going to be his name. Sandy Alderson. They're trying to get a DH. Yeah, they were talking about. I was watching the broadcast today of the Mets and Braves, and they were talking about the Mets trying to upgrade the DH. So that makes sense why they're after a guy like Nelson Cruz. That really makes a lot of sense. Let's see, man. Fucking Ozzie Guillen went kind of ham today on the Tony La Russa. He called them fucking Rick Renteria with credentials. That kind of trended a little bit for a while there. The White Sox lost the first game 4-1. I think they only had like 3 hits. And yeah, a lot of people are, the post-game guys, especially Ozzie Guillen, former World Series manager with the White Sox, kind of went off on Tony La Russa saying, dude, you're not a rookie manager. You gotta like step up and demand more of your players. You're acting like you're scared. He's like, you're a Hall of Famer. You won like 3 World Series, man. Put your big boy pants on. And if you get fired, you get fired. Thank you, Tony, or thank you, Jerry, for giving me the chance. But he was basically telling him that he needs to like step up and demand more from his players. And I think they might have responded, whether it was from whatever La Russa told them in between games, or maybe they just simply watched the post-game show with Ozzie Guillen, because they did score 7 runs in the second game. So we'll see, but yeah, that got some attention throughout the day, Ozzie Guillen. And it was about time. Ozzie Guillen, he's very opinionated. He'll say what's on his mind. So I think it was about time before he went off on the post-game show about this White Sox struggling. I'm not surprised at all, man. But yeah, man. I don't know if they ever asked anything to La Russa about it or not. Kyle Schwarber will be competing in the All-Star Home Run Derby, so good to see Kyle Schwarber in it. Hopefully we get more guys in it. Hopefully we get more guys competing in that shit, man. Yeah, hopefully we get fucking Aaron Judge and shit like that, man. Hopefully, I think so far it's Albert Pujols and Kyle Schwarber are the first two to really get into it. We'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go through the fucking scores here on MLB, ladies and gentlemen. Brewers and Twins are still playing 6-3 in the 9th inning. They had a rain delay, man. That's a good game right there. Astros 5-2 beating the Angels in the 7th. Fucking Giants are destroying the Diamondbacks 12-0 in the 8th inning. Guardians beat the White Sox 4-1 in the first game. In the second game, White Sox won 7-0. Pirates beat the Marlins 3-2. Reds beat the fucking Yankees 4-3. Jesus Christ. Blue Jays beat the Phillies 4-3. Rays beat the Red Sox 3-2. Rays got swept by the fucking Reds over the weekend. Now they're beating the Red Sox. Braves, great ass game right here. I watched this game 4-1. Braves beat the Mets. It was 1-0 until like about the 5th, 6th inning, and then 2-run homers by Matt Olson and then Adam Duvall and made it 4-1. And the Braves came back and won late in the game 4-1. Good ass game here between the Cardinals and the Dodgers 7-6. This was another good game. Albert Pujols hit a homer. They were just going back and forth, man. But the fucking at one point the fucking Cardinals led 6-1, man. The fucking Cardinals led 6-1, and the fucking Dodgers almost came back and won it. 7-6 was the final score. But man, it looks like maybe that Cardinals offense finally starting to score some runs. after being colder than the North Pole, they're finally maybe starting to heat up these next few days, man. We'll see what the hell happens, man. But that's a good series right there. A lot of good series right there. That one, Mets, Braves, Brewers, Twins. Very good series going around. Orioles beat the Cubs 4-2. Orioles making some noise. Athletics beat the fucking Rangers 14-7. Damn. Tigers beat the Royals 7-5. Rockies beat the Padres 5-3. And Mariners and Nationals was suspended because of rain. But yeah, some good ass games, man. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that was a wild game between the Dodgers and the fucking Cardinals, man. Especially because it was fucking like I said, 6-1, and then they fucking came back and it was a very good game. Let's go to wrestling now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. So fucking Brock Lesnar. So I guess I don't know why this came out right now, but Chris Jericho talked about it in a podcast. Chris Jericho does a lot of podcasts. He has his own podcast. I think he also goes on a lot of people's podcasts. I might have to start listening to his stuff. But he talked about how back in 2016, Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton had a match, and there was supposed to be blood coming out of Randy Orton, but instead of doing it like with maybe just like a little cut with like a razor, or just fucking doing like paint, he legit opened him up with hitting him with elbows like UFC fight style. And Jericho was pissed off. He went backstage and he got pissed off about it. They were nose to nose. Backstage, they had to separate them. Triple H and a bunch of the other guys. Chris Jericho's like, I was fucking about to bite his nose off, man. That's how close his fucking nose was to my face. I think he told him either kiss me or punch me. And he called him a bunch of like inappropriate stuff. He said, I can't even say that on the podcast because I might get fucking my podcast taken down. But yeah, I do remember this happening back in 2016. Pretty interesting, maybe because SummerSlam is coming around the corner. Maybe they're talking about it. But I do remember this happening that, yeah, the Jericho got pissed off because instead of doing it like the safety way, whether it was a small cut with a razor or like with just paint, he literally opened him wide open, like elbows, like if it was a UFC fight. So I do remember that back in 2016. They're saying... I did talk about this. One of the members of the board of directors resigned from WWE. He left, and many people are thinking it's because he knows it's completely going to go to the shithole with the whole McMahon scandal. But because usually, if you're going to leave the board of directors, you have to let them know at least like about 3 months in advance. And this guy literally in one day quit the company. He said, "I'm busy doing some other stuff with other companies. I don't have time to be part of the board of directors here in WWE." But a lot of people are thinking it's Boljai, and he just quit because he knows WWE's in the shithole right now with the whole McMahon scandal. But we'll see. Liv Morgan doing good. A bunch of merchandise sales. Everybody cheering for her. Liv Morgan's over, apparently, to WWE people. So congratulations to Liv Morgan, man. And then let's do the Raw recap. And then we'll call it a night here on Tuesday. We are loaded. Jesus Christ. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Raw starts off with what the fuck is happening? Raw starts off with Brock Lesnar coming out, just talking stuff. He's happy that I'm in Texas. I'm gonna take my cowboy hat out of respect. Then just starts talking about how he hunts pigs and hogs in his ranch, and he's gonna do the same thing to Roman Reigns. He's gonna give him an ass whooping. Paul Heyman comes out and he's like, Brock Lesnar, I know how dangerous you are, especially in a last man standing match, especially this being the fact that this is going to be your final chance to win the WWE Universal Championship, Undisputed Championship. He's like, but if I have to train Roman Reigns to stick his hand up your ass and take your heart out, I will do that if that's what it takes. And then after that, I think they got interrupted by Austin Theory, and then the Alpha Academy came out. A huge brawl occurred. Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of Otis and Chad Gable. He put Otis to the damn table, and that was pretty much it. But a good start to Monday Night Raw. Wild start to Monday Night Raw. Next, we had the fucking Mysterios come out, and it was Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor. And before the match, Damian Priest and Finn Balor are trying to convince Rey Mysterio, I beg you pardon, Dominic Mysterio to leave his father and join their group, the Judgment Day. I think I'm kind of hoping this happens. A lot of people are saying that Dominic needs to go like to NXT and get developed. That he kind of sucks with his promos and his. I don't know. I mean, I gotta pay more attention. But like a lot of like really good wrestling people, you would. I mean, I would have to maybe ask Blaze McCoy or people that are more educated. But they're saying that it's like he doesn't even know how to make face expressions and shit like that on his promos. So a lot of people are saying that Dominic should just get sent to NXT for a few months and maybe get better, like not necessarily like wrestling, but like talking on the microphone and like acting. But I was wondering, could this happen? But the thing is, I think it would have happened more like around June, July, and then have the match at SummerSlam with the father. It's kind of too late right now to do it, right? I mean, we're only, like 2-3 weeks away from SummerSlam. But maybe they'll have a tag team match and then he'll turn heel on his father. I don't know. But they might have to do something with Dominic because he's kind of a jobber. And now people are saying that he doesn't know how to talk on the microphone or act. Yeah, Dominic is in trouble, man. To me, he might need a change, man. He might need to become heel or something because, yeah, his career is going down a shithole, man. They have a match. Fucking Finn Balor wins the match. After the match, they're just looking at him and, pretty much still trying to convince him to go. Mysterio just attending his father, whatever. Next, we had, Becky Lynch came out. She was on commentating. And it was the rematch from Money in the Bank. It was Bianca Belair putting her Women's Championship on the line versus Carmella. Good little match. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty damn good. But obviously nobody's buying Carmella's going to win this match. But of course, it was a countdown at the end, though. I don't know why. Don't tell me they're going to do another one at fucking SummerSlam. Becky Lynch cost her the match. She distracted Bianca Belair. She couldn't get back in the ring. And Carmella won via countout. So obviously, even though Carmella won, Becky Lynch is still the champion. But don't tell me they're going to do another one. Jesus Christ, man. Please, no. Then The Miz comes out with fucking Tommaso Ciampa, and he pretty much, promo on Logan Paul saying, Logan Paul, I'm going to give you a one last chance. Either join me and we'll become tag team champions, and if not, I don't have to look further. And he pretty much says, if you don't want to be tag team champions, then I'll be tag team champions with Tommaso Ciampa. And then pretty much AJ Styles comes out. They were supposed to have a handicap match, but at the end there, it ends up being a tag team match. Ezekiel comes out, and it becomes a tag team match. AJ Styles, Ezekiel versus The Miz and Tommaso Ciampa. The ending was kind of stupid. I think they ran out of time because it was a disqualification. I don't know what the hell the end. They just ring the bell, the bell, and it was over. I'm like, what the fuck? I think they must have ran out of time and they just end the damn match. Like, why the hell did they disqualify them for no reason, man? It didn't make any sense, man. I think Ciampa was just beating the shit out of AJ Styles, and the referee just called for the bell. It made me scratch my ass. I don't even have Android. I don't know what the fuck that shit was. I never seen that shit in my life. I think they literally were running out of time, and they told the referee, and they, I don't know. But anyways, whatever. Next we had a tag team match. Alexa Bliss and Asuka versus Nikki Ass and Doudrop. Alexa Bliss and Asuka won, whatever. Then the Usos come out, and I guess they're gonna have another match with the Street Profits at SummerSlam, and they think it's gonna be a special guest referee. So fucking R-Truth comes out, and he's like, I could be the special guest referee, and shit like that, just fucking comedy. And then Almas comes out with MVP, he's like, I could be the special guest referee. And I don't know. I guess they don't. I wonder who the special guest referee is gonna be, but they just ended up having a fucking tag team match. The Usos and Almas tag team with the Street Profits and R-Truth. At the end there, Ames and the Usos win. I thought maybe the Street Profits were gonna win. They need it for momentum. The Usos don't really need it because they're already champions, but I guess they give it to the Usos and Ames. All right, whatever. Let's see here. Then I think we had the fucking main event. It was Bobby Lashley and Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins and Austin Theory. I didn't think they did a good job promoting this to be the main event, but whatever. The whole night, it just came out of nowhere. I thought. Dolph Ziggler comes out and out of nowhere in the middle of the match. He sits by the announcer's table, and then fucking at the end there, Bobby Lashley and Matt Riddle win. And after the match, Dolph Ziggler gets up and he super kicks Austin Theory. So I'm guessing Dolph Ziggler is now a baby face, and he's gonna attack Austin Theory. I don't know. I guess it's something for Austin Theory to do. I'm guessing if they have a match, Austin Theory's gonna win the match. But I'm guessing it's for something for Austin Theory to do at SummerSlam. I don't know, man. I mean, Ziggler's at the point where it's like the Big Show right at the end there, where they just one month you're babyface, the other month you're a heel. It depends what we meet you for. I believe this guy makes like about $1 million a year from WWE, so they really value him in this type of situation. Just throw him in there and run a 3-week storyline with Austin Theory, and then just put him over at SummerSlam, whatever. But yeah, the show was kind of, in the beginning it was good, but then a bunch of tag team matches and shit. I thought they didn't do a good job of promoting the main event there at the end with Seth Rollins and Austin Theory versus Riddle and Lashley. At the beginning with the Mysterios and the Judgment Day trying to convince Dominic to leave his father for the Judgment Day. Obviously the beginning with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman and the Alpha Academy. Even the Bianca Belair Carmella was good. But then after that, it went to the shithole. A little bit towards the end there with the Usos and the Street Profits and R-Truth and Almas. I thought the promos was good. The match was kind of stupid. It was kind of boring. But yeah, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm out like a light. Thank you for watching.